Hey you, pick your head up. What you crying for?
All right, y'all, we about
You ain't crying no
to
more.
grant you access.
Come with me.
Y'all remember that show, Access Granted? I think it was Home BT or something. But we're about to take you in, and I'm gonna answer a bunch of questions, and we're getting real up close and personal. And I hope y'all like it. Love no ego. Shout out to God, Hoopla Media, and all my supporters out there. Like, I really, really appreciate the support for Love No Ego. It's been great, and it's getting better. So let's go in. Let's go in and let's get busy. I know you're nosy. You want to know some shit. Let's go. I've always been around the business or been involved with the music. My dad was involved with it, singing and managing the club and all types of stuff like that. And my mom had to go to church, so I sung in the choir, or sang in the choir. Sang, not sing. Sang in the choir, played drums, dabbled with the piano and stuff like that. So I always been around it. But myself, I started out DJing when I was like 11, 12, and I still got some pictures of that too. It's like real cool. Started out DJing, and and I was writing songs or writing poems, by the time I was 13, and those poems, they just kind of turned into songs. It was just easy for me to catch the rhythm, to songs, the tracks, the bass, the snares, the bass, the guitar, and so it came kind of easy because I was just in that environment. I was in that atmosphere. But I would say seriously though, when I started making money, like getting a little income, when I started to be like, this thing is kind of serious, it was probably about 2002, and particular thing happened, and I started winning. I started gaining that, I guess, a little bit of notoriety. I'm not famous by any means, but that's when I knew, I think, I started believing more in the gift, like that I had it. So to answer that question, how long, I would say since 2002, 2003. So that gives us what, 12, 13 years now. So just been going at it for a while. I have 5 albums. The 5th one, Love No Ego, just released a couple of months ago, doing quite well. Love No Ego, man, it's a project, musical project, body of work that came about just because of life, I guess, which all my music does. It's just speaking about life and my experiences and even other people's experiences. But Love No Ego is kind of personal, because it's like a self-check, a self-evaluation of myself. I have this belief, or I came about, just looking at all the crazy things that's going on in the world, from like the tragic type things to, the killings, the bombings, the wars, even down to the most simple things like relationships and stuff like that. A lot of the times I feel that the ego gets in the way, and a lot of those things could be easily resolved if we just kind of checked our egos. And we're here because we love this, we love that. You're in that relationship because you love that person. You are in politics because you love politics. But sometimes I think even regardless of the job that we do, our egos get in the way of real real and true progress, even with myself in the in my personal life. So, you know, it was kind of like a self-evaluation of myself, this world, and where I think we're headed, and actually what we need to do to just be better. So it's like, you know, it's love, and you just leave the ego out of it, and, you know, just watch how far we go if we can just kind of unite on that same page and leave our egos at home and don't allow that ego to get in the way of true progress, man. You know, so that's what that CD is about. You know, it's inspirational, it's clean, it's radio friendly, it's just great tunes, great melodies, great stories, and I'm proud of it. Where? A lot of places. Virginia, of course, where I'm from. Chicago, a lot of U.S. cities. Los Angeles, LA, all over LA. I lived there for quite a few years, just chasing the dream. The Midwest, Denver, a lot of places in the U.S. Just out there, you know, chasing the dream and just trying to share my music with the world, actually, and just, you know, allow them to hear it. The best place I perform, well, I love LA, you know, I love Cali, and I had a lot of great experiences out there, but, you know, it's just the vibe of the people. You know, I would say the best time I had performing was, I would say it was in Sioux City, Iowa, of all places. I was performing at a cage fighting event, a tri-state cage fighting event, and I was the halftime, you know, feature or show or whatever, or the intermission, whatever you want to call it. And man, those people, you know, I guess they were already hyped. You know, it's a fight, so, you know, and man, when I hit the square, like I got in the octagon and everything, and, you know, and I had my hands up, and like they was just following me, like they had their hands up. And when you have like it's about 3,500 people in there, so, you know, close to 4,000 people in that, you know, little small arena or whatnot. But when you have that many people rocking with you and like kind of singing your song with you and rocking, and it's just a great feeling, you know. I could be in the backwoods, and if I had some people back there rocking with me like that, then that probably would be my greatest experience with performing. So, welcome to the Grammys. Welcome to the Grammys came about, man. Hold on, I got it pulled up right here. Welcome to the Grammys, man. I had a dream. I just had a dream that I was performing at the Grammys. Like I was, you know, when you watching a show like the Grammys, and they always open up with some big performance, you know, smoke and all this and that. And so I had a dream that was me performing. So like I rocked it, killed it, like whoa. And I woke up out of the dream. It's like 5 in the morning or something. I can't remember, but I know it was in the wee hours, and I just came into here in my sanctuary, created the music, and just went at it, and that's what came out. So, you know, I think it's a great track. You know, it's really, you can feel the energy, like as I felt it. You know, I didn't think about it. I just went on in like, welcome to the Grammys. Yeah, starring Frederick. You coming out on that stage, even before I got here. I knew I was gonna be here, destined for greatness and everything that I believe in. So, you know, and that's what came out. You know what I mean? That's what came out. So, welcome to the Grammys. It's like, you know, I'm performing. I'm the opening act, and I'm here, baby. I'm here. How am I going to get to the next level? You know, it's a grind, it's a hustle. I'm out there, I'm meeting people. The business, the brand is growing. I'm meeting the right people because I get better, I get better, I get better. I just have to keep pushing. How do I get to that next level? It's just maximizing my resources out, really taking advantage of the opportunities that God is putting in front of me, and having me come into contact with, and all the things that conspire to my hard work and my dreams about being successful in this particular field. So, do I have an exact plan? I think I see the vision, like I visualize it, as it says right there on the wall, if you see. Like I visualize it. However, God can call an audible at any time. Like he can call an audible at any time. He's like Peyton Manning or somebody back there. So, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the audibles, and I just stay. I think I just persevere, and really don't let anything deter me from actually what I want and that dream. And at the same time, don't stomp on anybody else's dream, anybody else's feet, because what you do will conspire to you. It'll conspire to the way you behave, the way you interact. I firmly believe that, if you hate, the hate's gonna come back. If you stay positive, then positivity's gonna come back. So, I want to stay on that path and really just get it, and actually use this music and my vision and my dream to kind of uplift and better, the world or people. I want to add value to people's lives. Like I want to make them feel good. I want to make them escape, this crazy stuff, even if it's for a 3-minute, 4-minute song. Like that's my thing, and I feel like that's what I'm here to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I should ask. I mean, you ask, how do I stay positive in such a cutthroat and like, I don't know, like tough and challenging business and just world, really. And the haters, I don't know. Like, to me, like if haters like really had any sense, they would stop, but they don't. So, and to a person, I feel that I'm fortunate enough and I've experienced enough in life that I don't have to retaliate, against certain things. Because, yeah, people come at me, and other artists have came at me, and, they want, I don't know if you want to call it beef or something over music or whatever. But, I'm fortunate enough that I don't have to, and I'm humble enough, and I guess I'm just cool with myself enough not to retaliate on all that stuff. So, but if they had any sense, they wouldn't do such a thing, because hating is heavy. That's how I look at it. Hating is really heavy. You can't really get out there and spread your wings if you kind of worried about some other stuff over here, and you're trying to defame or mess this up over here. You got all this going on. How you going to focus on yourself and this and sharing your dream with the world if you're worried about this over here all the time? And so I don't get that part. I don't understand that part. And how do I deal with it? I just be me. I expect it. And honestly, I don't have a lot to say about it. I just go in circles because I don't really get it. But if that's what you want to do, that's how you want to spend your time, then that's cool. And it's crazy because, like, I don't like to see it, even if it's on me or on other people. So, like, it's like I feel for people who do that. It's like I want to kind of take them under my wing and try to tell them something, or share my experiences with them and try to erase the hate. But you just can't do it with everybody. Some people just not ready. And honestly, at the end of the day, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I can't do that. That's not my problem. So I have to work with what God has given me, and try to maximize my talents and move to the next level. Love, no ego. That's it. Man, biggest biggest influences in my life, I have different levels, I think, of influences. Like, first of all, my mom, my family, like people that are really close to me. Like, those are my biggest influences because my mom, for example, is the first person to put, like, the love right here. She was the first person to take me to church, and she was the first person to discipline me, you know what I'm saying, to whip that ass and all this and that. So I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful for that foundation, even though I didn't enjoy it at the time. But I'm so grateful now, man, that I'm older. So I'm thankful for those people, like my immediate family, my brother. Like, I only have one brother, he's 10 years older than me. In that 10-year gap between us, it's just, man, I learned so much, like, so fast, so it's like, but it was a blessing. It wasn't like I was learning all these wrong things, and a lot of wrong did happen, but we managed to make it through, so I'm so grateful for that foundation, man. Like, it's just, it speaks volumes in my life today. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't explain it enough. Musically, my parents had a lot to do with that. Also, growing up, I listen to. Right now, I listen to a little bit of everything. I listen to everything from Tupac to Coldplay to Grover Washington. I like Jimi Hendrix. I like what's the boy name that sounds like Jimi Hendrix now? What's his name? What's his name? I can't think of his name, but that boy is bad. Mary J, Alicia Keys. I listen to a lot of people, and then I like the hip hop Jay-Z's and the Lil Waynes, but R. Kelly, don't forget. I like a lot of music if it's if it has some great grooves and melodies, man. Then and it's talking about something, then I can swing with it. I can listen to it. So I have a lot of different things influencing me, but it's all life, honestly, and how it all bundles into this Comcast bundle. You know what I mean? Like, you got your phone, you got your your internet, you got your cable and all this and that. It's like this bundle of stuff that I have. Musically, I have these influences. Foundationally, I have my family life. That's a heavy influence on me and will continue to guide me for the rest of my life. And my friends, I have some of the coolest friends that's close, that always keep it real with me. And you made me think of a particular story. A great friend of mine, he's a pastor, and lately, like, just to keep it real with you, we all go through things, and I've been going through some stuff. So so I go to him, I talk to him, and he just told me that basically, when I saw him, he just said, you get ready. He's like, get ready. And I was like, I'm ready, I think, but what do you mean? And he said, I promise you, this is what he said to me, I swear to you. He says, you're gonna be a millionaire. I was like, yeah. He was like, you better get ready. He was like, get ready, for real, it's coming. And I started talking to him about my problems and like just challenges, and and he just told me, he said that basically when you do get there and you do fulfill your dreams, he said, this is preparing you for all the stuff they're gonna throw at you. And he said, it's gonna be even worse, maybe, or equal value. He said, but this is preparing you. This is it. And if you can deal with this, then you can get to the next level. So he made, you know, I have friends like that, man. You know, I mean, it gets me emotional. Like, they make me emotional. They're emotional about it, about life and just everything, period. So I'm grateful for those type of people. And somehow, some way, God has conspired it to have that in my life, you know. So, but that was wild. You know, he told me to get ready. So I pray it happens. I'm getting ready. All right, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the interview. I hope you feel that you know me a little bit better and you understand where I'm coming from. Once again, thanks for the support. Without the support, like, you know, it's nothing. So I'm just excited, and I'm grateful that people do feel my music, and I have this opportunity to share it. So peace, man, love, and go get that love, no ego. www.freddy, Freddy, Jackson.com. Freddy or Jackson.com. Go get it. Go get it and stay tuned. I got a lot of things coming up. A lot of great stuff, man. So, peace.